And now we move on to announcements. Austin, any announcements?
So the announcements that we have is our website is going through a rebuild again, and we will definitely get better and stronger as time goes on. It'll take some time for rebuilding. We are going to build from the ground up, so Doug is doing that. Also, another thing, Android 13 developer preview 2 just came out, and lots of some new changes which Warren will tell us about. The next announcement is for all our listeners. We have some giveaway codes left from Audible Vision. So last week, if you have heard the episode, we had an interview with Adar, the CEO or the main developer of Audible Vision, and he was very kind to give us a lot of codes. So it's a first come, first serve. And if you email baupodcast@gmail.com, then you get a chance to stand and win a giveaway code.
Okay, Austin, what's that? Did you say GBAU or did you just say BAU?
No, GBAU.
Okay, good.
So, Warren, what happened in Android 13 DP2? What are the new features?
Taking a look at the Android 13 DP2, there are a few things that come to mind. I haven't been playing with it much, but these are the things that I noticed. If you pull down the notification, or rather the quick settings panel, your quick power menu is now at the bottom right, and then to the left of that is the open settings. Now, there's a new thing in here that would be found on the left. If you have any app that is running in the background, it will say active app. If you don't have any, nothing will show there. Now, besides that, another thing that we have here is that there's an audio transcription or audio description found in the accessibility section, and that's probably something that is of importance to those of us who are blind. I haven't really played with it to see what it does, or I haven't had anything that would need audio description, so I can't say to its effectiveness or its non-effectiveness. Those are some of the things that I find of interest to us, and the notifications a little bit change as well. As we dig through more and more, definitely we'll be seeing more things. And then next month, of course, it's going to be the public beta open for everybody. So look forward to doing that. If you've been waiting, next month, you should be able to join the public beta if you wanted to.
Also, what I found is there is a new small feature in this beta. I think they are gearing up to enabling more privacy settings. When you open the app that sends you notifications, even though you have used the app before, it will ask you, do you want to continue this app to keep sending you notifications? And there is a yes or no, there is an allow or deny button. You can click on whatever you want, and then the app will either send you notifications or do not send you notifications.
So, in essence, what's going on is that notifications, you know how it is that you have to go to notifications and manage all those apps that you would like to have notifications from or not have notifications from. Google is simplifying that. So, when you open an app, it's going to ask you whether or not you want this app to be showing you notifications, and you have allow or deny. And I think that's a good thing. And make use of that when you see it. I just denied a lot of those things, and whether it's an app that you've opened before or not. In other words, after installing this DP2, when you launch your app, maybe you launch say Google Chrome, it's going to ask for that permission. I just told it deny. It's not going to stop you from browsing, but if you allow it, you're going to see random notifications and things like that. And besides, it kind of places you in a quandary, because do you want to be notified when a download is completed or not? So if you deny that, those notifications, you're downloading something using your Google Chrome, it's not going to tell you the download is now completed. But I went ahead and denied it anyway.
I think it should be noted that the current beta development process is being restricted to the Pixel line only. So those who are on Samsungs, you're going to be out of luck until Samsung begins their beta rollouts later this year. Hopefully, we should see some of that coming up in June or July.
I hope that Samsung jumps on the beta early this year because usually Samsung doesn't until late in the fall, maybe even like November or December. Usually, the likes of the OnePlus and the rest of them that usually do would be the ones that probably jump on it sometime in August or along that timeline.
Well, from what I'm seeing here, it looks like Oppo and OnePlus will be jumping onto public betas right off the start. So when they release next month. And I cannot find any official information on anybody else for jumping onto the public betas for Android 13. It looks though like Samsung might be releasing beta for their One UI 5 as well, based on Android 13 later this summer, estimating June, July, possibly August. But we have no guarantees on those timelines as it's coming off of CNET.
I wouldn't be surprised because, Samsung is doing a tremendous job. And frankly, I think no one comes close to Samsung, not even Google. And talking about Samsung, you see that A53 phone that Samsung just released. That thing is going to get the 4-year OS support, and that's absolutely beautiful, besides the fact that there will be 5 years of security patch support. Samsung is doing something wonderful here, and I think Google should take a lesson from Samsung.
I think a lot of that's coming because Samsung's making their phones, even their budget lines, are becoming more quality builds, which gives them the ability to have a longer lifespan, opposed to having, your 1, 2, 3 gigabyte devices that are really only going to guarantee you about 2 years of life. You're starting to see devices with up to 12 gigs of RAM with aluminum bodies and glass backs that are capable of lasting you 4, 5, sometimes even 6 years. So it definitely reflects really good on Samsung that they're kind of giving the longer lifespan of updates onto the devices that they know are already going to be lasting at least as long as their update cycles.